Welcome back to Billionaire Wealth, the ultimate destination where we dive deep into the unimaginable riches, secret lives, and powerful legacies of the world's elite. Today, we're setting our sights on one of the most commanding figures of the modern age, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. His influence doesn't just span borders, it redefines them. His wealth doesn't just break records, it bends the very definition of luxury and power. Prepare yourselves for a journey into opulence, legacy, and global dominance. This is the trillionaire life of King Salman. King Salman isn't just a ruler, he's a living legend, a symbol of continuity and change. Born in December 1935 in Riyadh, during the early years of modern Saudi Arabia, he grew up as one of the sons of King Abdulaziz, the founder of the kingdom. From a young age, leadership and duty coursed through his veins. By the time he was 19, he had already been appointed the governor of Riyadh, a role he held for an astounding 48 years, transforming the city from a small desert town into a sprawling modern metropolis. Throughout his political career, King Salman accumulated not just power, but a dynastic command over wealth that few can fathom. Today, it's estimated that the collective fortune of the House of Saud exceeds $1.4 trillion, a staggering figure that dwarfs the GDP of entire countries. And make no mistake, King Salman stands at the apex of this monumental wealth pyramid, wielding influence over sovereign wealth funds, vast oil revenues, real estate empires, and secretive global investments. His education blended classical Islamic scholarship with an intimate understanding of modern geopolitics. Known for his profound memory, disciplined work ethic, and strategic mind, King Salman became a diplomatic powerhouse, playing key roles not only within Saudi Arabia, but across the Muslim world and the global political stage. Fluent in Arabic and French, King Salman has often been described by insiders as the King of Stability, a leader who, despite regional turbulence, ensured the continuity of the kingdom's authority and global prestige. But beyond the political chessboard, his personal life reveals a level of grandeur that even the world's richest billionaires can scarcely imagine. From lavish royal palaces adorned with gold and rare art, to private fleets of luxury jets, super yachts rivaling small cities, and exclusive ownership of some of the world's most valuable properties across Europe and Asia, King Salman's lifestyle is nothing short of epic. Yet behind the glittering facade lies a man deeply devoted to his faith, his family, and the legacy of the House of Saud. A ruler who seamlessly merges ancient traditions with cutting-edge global influence. When it comes to homes, King Salman doesn't just settle for luxury. He redefines it on a scale the world rarely sees. His primary residence in Riyadh, the Al Yamamah Palace, is a testament to unimaginable wealth and grandeur. Sprawling across hundreds of acres, this palace is a breathtaking fusion of tradition and opulence. Inside, you'll find over 1,000 exquisitely decorated rooms, each dripping with pure 24-karat gold detailing, soaring ceilings adorned with hand-painted frescoes, and floors paved with imported Italian marble so rare it's reserved for royalty alone. The halls are lined with Persian carpets, hand-woven by master artisans, some of whose families have been serving the Saudi royals for generations. But the Al Yamamah Palace isn't just lavish, it's a self-contained kingdom within a kingdom. Private hospitals with state-of-the-art medical facilities to serve the royal family and visiting dignitaries, cinemas outfitted with the latest technology, offering private screenings of both Hollywood blockbusters and exclusive Saudi productions, schools and academies tailored specifically for the education of royal children, where elite instructors teach subjects ranging from international diplomacy to classical Arabic poetry. Entire residential districts for the thousands of staff, advisors, and security personnel who maintain the daily operations of the royal household. Surrounding the palace are lush private gardens, fountains imported from France, and man-made lakes, an oasis in the desert, all meticulously designed to maintain a perfect microclimate year-round. Outside Riyadh, King Salman's portfolio of palatial retreats is just as staggering. In Marbella, Spain, he owns an ultra-private Mediterranean estate, once dubbed by locals as the King's Paradise. Here, amid the sun-drenched coastlines of the Costa del Sol, the king enjoys sprawling villas, private beaches stretching for miles, multiple helipads, and oceanfront palaces offering panoramic views of the sparkling Mediterranean Sea. Security is so tight that a small army of guards patrols the area 24/7, and high walls shield the properties from even the most persistent paparazzi. And then there's his legendary summer palace in Tangier, Morocco, a place straight out of a fairy tale. Built on a cliffside overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, this palace is surrounded by gardens modeled after the ancient hanging gardens of Babylon, complete with cascading waterfalls, exotic plants imported from every corner of the globe, and rare birds soaring overhead. During the summer months, this palatial estate becomes a magnet for heads of state, Hollywood celebrities, business magnates, and royalty from across the world, all vying for a rare audience with the king. From Riyadh to the Riviera, King Salman's homes are more than just places to live. They are monuments to a life of unimaginable power, influence, and wealth, standing as a modern echo of ancient empires. For King Salman, travel isn't just a necessity. It's an opulent spectacle, a mobile extension of his trillionaire lifestyle. When His Majesty takes to the skies, he does so aboard a custom Boeing 747, transformed into a flying palace beyond imagination. This aircraft isn't just luxury, it's sovereignty at 40,000 feet. Outfitted with gold-trimmed furnishings, crystal chandeliers, a private throne room, and state-of-the-art communication hubs, the plane functions as a mobile command center, ensuring the king rules even while airborne. Traveling with King Salman means moving a miniature city. His entourage typically includes hundreds of personnel. Top chefs flown in from around the world, elite security forces, personal physicians, royal advisors, and diplomats, all perfectly orchestrated to meet any need at any moment. Following the royal aircraft is a cargo fleet carrying essentials from luxury limousines to custom furniture and even personal elevators to ensure the king's comfort whether he's landing in Riyadh or Rome. But when King Salman wishes to command the seas, he turns to vessels that dwarf most luxury resorts. His most celebrated yacht, the Serene, is a floating masterpiece, once ranked among the largest and most expensive private yachts on the planet. This nautical wonder boasts multiple indoor and outdoor swimming pools, an indoor climbing wall for private recreation, a saltwater pool sourced directly from the ocean, 2 full-size helipads for quick transitions between air and sea, a fully equipped submarine garage unlocking a world of underwater exploration. Every inch of the Serene is designed with a blend of traditional Arabian artistry and futuristic technology. Gilded halls feature intricate Islamic patterns, while touchpad-controlled rooms allow the king to adjust lighting, entertainment, and climate with a swipe. Imagine a floating kingdom where centuries-old royal traditions meet cutting-edge innovation, all cruising the azure waters of the Mediterranean or the Arabian Gulf. For King Salman, every journey, whether by air, land, or sea, is not simply transportation. It's an extension of his unparalleled influence, prestige, and vision of limitless luxury. The true extent of King Salman's personal fortune remains one of the world's best-kept secrets, but its influence is impossible to hide. His wealth is not just immense, it's interwoven into the very fabric of Saudi Arabia's economy, from energy to real estate to finance. Through sprawling ownership stakes, generous royal stipends, and direct influence over Saudi Aramco, the crown jewel and most valuable company on earth, King Salman's financial reach is so powerful that it can ripple across global stock markets and oil prices with a single decision. But his empire doesn't stop at national borders. Private investments under King Salman's name, often funneled through discreet trusts and holding companies, include real estate empires stretching across London's Mayfair, Paris's Champs-Élysées, and Manhattan's Billionaire's Row, featuring entire penthouse floors and palatial townhouses. Stakes in the world's largest financial institutions and technology giants, from major Wall Street banks to Silicon Valley's top firms, allowing him silent but substantial influence over global innovation and finance. A priceless art collection, rumored to house Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, the most expensive painting ever sold at auction, a piece that some say was purchased as a diplomatic treasure rather than mere decor. Vaults of rare jewelry, including pieces once owned by European monarchs and artifacts from ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, blurring the line between private collection and national museum. This isn't just luxury ownership, it's a deliberate curation of history itself. King Salman doesn't merely live among symbols of wealth, he preserves the legacies of empires past and present, building a private world that few even know exists and even fewer will ever glimpse. In the world of unimaginable wealth, King Salman stands apart, not just a billionaire, not just a king, but a living embodiment of centuries of power and prestige condensed into one life. A day in King Salman's life begins long before sunrise, marked by quiet prayer and deep reflection, spiritual disciplines that have anchored his reign for decades. His devotion is not merely personal, but symbolic, embodying the fusion of faith and governance at the heart of Saudi Arabia. Breakfasts, while seemingly simple, carry the weight of luxury. Platters of the finest ajwa dates from Medina, rare Yemeni honey, and spiced dishes infused with saffron and cardamom are presented with ceremonial elegance. Every ingredient tells a story of heritage, diplomacy, and power. The mornings are a whirlwind of statecraft and strategy. King Salman convenes councils of ministers and advisors in palatial chambers, their walls adorned with intricate Islamic art and enormous crystal chandeliers imported from Europe. Heads of state, global CEOs, and ambassadors cross these gilded thresholds daily, seeking partnership or favor in a kingdom pivotal to the global balance of power. By midday, King Salman turns to matters close to his heart: his private business enterprises, extensive philanthropic foundations, and the careful mentorship of Saudi Arabia's future leaders. His vision extends far beyond his own lifetime. He personally oversees educational programs and leadership academies designed to groom the next generation of royal and national elites. Evenings transform into a living portrait of Arabian grandeur. The king's receptions are legendary. Endless rows of white-clad dignitaries, the air rich with the scent of oud and bukur, traditional music performances, poetry recitations, and banquets that stretch for hours. Guests might dine on the world's rarest lamb dishes, freshly flown-in seafood, and desserts plated with gold leaf. Yet behind all the splendor lies a man of unshakable discipline and purpose. Those who know him describe King Salman as methodical, deeply intellectual, and unwaveringly loyal to the principles of justice and service. His daily life reflects the unique challenge of being both a guardian of ancient traditions and a leader steering one of the wealthiest nations on earth into the future. In King Salman's world, power is not flaunted. It is ritualized, respected, and wielded with profound intentionality. King Salman's vision isn't just about amassing wealth. It's about building a future that will outlive him by centuries. At the heart of his legacy lies Vision 2030, a bold and transformative blueprint designed to propel Saudi Arabia into a new era. It's a plan that aims to shift the kingdom away from its historic dependence on oil revenues towards becoming a global powerhouse in sectors like technology, tourism, renewable energy, and entertainment. Mega projects like NEOM, a $500 billion futuristic city stretching across deserts and coastlines, symbolize this ambition. Designed to be a high-tech utopia powered entirely by clean energy, with flying taxis, robotic housekeepers, and a linear city called The Line, NEOM isn't just a city, it's a symbol of a new civilization. Under King Salman's leadership, Saudi Arabia launched a wave of unprecedented reforms, opening its doors to international tourism for the first time, investing billions into renewable energy projects, aiming to be a leader in solar and wind power, modernizing infrastructure, education, and healthcare, making the kingdom an attractive hub for global talent and investment. But his influence extends beyond development. Through philanthropy, King Salman has funded humanitarian initiatives across the globe, from disaster relief to healthcare, education, and housing for millions. His donations, totaling billions, have touched lives far beyond Saudi borders in Africa, Asia, and even the West. Diplomatically, he reshaped Saudi Arabia's role on the world stage, strengthening alliances, negotiating complex agreements, and positioning the kingdom as a key player in regional stability. In the end, King Salman's real fortune isn't just measured in dollars, palaces, or priceless jewels. It's measured in vision, transformation, and the rewriting of his nation's destiny. A trillion-dollar fortune fades compared to the true wealth of shaping the future, and that is King Salman's greatest legacy.